Did y'all catch that interview on Dear Future Wifey podcast with Danae Jackson? What's good, John Lonnie Appleton? I am a healthy family advocate. If that is your content of choice, please consider following, commenting, sharing, and reposting videos with your community to help our community grow. So since I have been working on myself, I have committed to I'm not passing judgment on others. Therefore, I do not need to partake in platforms that have built their base and brand on judging others. So I haven't been in the gossip blogs or pages. I don't even know what they're called anymore. I ain't been to a blog since a blog been to me. But recently, I see the value in going into those sites because those are primed and full of learning opportunities for us. Because ladies, I saw a video yesterday and the comment section just blew my mind. And whenever I go into videos that are from men sharing their perspectives, the women that are in the comment section just tearing the man down and tearing the men down in general, it's a problem. And I understand where you're coming from because I am you. But if we want to stop fighting, we need to stop fighting. We feel justified in our anger, and I understand. I was with you. My perspective, let me just get into it. So I'm watching this interview. I happened across it because I was on one of them blogs and they posted a snippet from her interview. And I was like, okay, let me go check this out. When she did the whole helmet of salvation, I've never really dove into other people's business. And I do believe probably when all that went down, I had already gone into the space where why am I worried about other people's lives? That ain't got nothing to do with me. Her life is literally falling apart. So everyone's sitting here judging her appearance when this woman's life is literally falling apart. And now that I'm watching this interview, the woman was pregnant at the time. But even before that, when I think about the dissolving of a marriage, especially a marriage where you're a stay-at-home mom or the husband is the primary breadwinner. So yeah, you bringing in some money, but you ain't bringing in the money that's going to support this lifestyle. When that marriage dissolves, even if that relationship dissolves, but when that marriage dissolves, that is life-altering, life-shattering. Not only is her marriage dissolving, but it's dissolving publicly. And then I mentioned sis was pregnant. I don't know about you if you have ever experienced pregnancy hormones, but let me tell you So this woman is sitting next to her husband who has openly cheated on her, and listening to this interview, this man never not cheated on her. Which is why I'm like, perplexing. But this is me coming from a judgmental space. But why am I judging this woman? And this is why I'm going to get into this, because why is anyone judging this woman? Her life is literally dissolving in front of our eyes. And she ain't got little Geo Metro outside. She got Lamborghinis, Bentleys, and 9,000 square foot homes that she got to figure out. Alright, I'm trying not to give y'all a 10-minute video, but this is going to be longer than 10 minutes worth of content. 3 minutes at a time. Y'all see my little new bird feeder so I could just sit in my bed and watch the birds feed. What's good, y'all? Lonnie Appleton. I am a healthy family advocate. If that is your content of choice, please consider following, commenting, reposting videos on your page to help grow the community. Now we are talking about Danae Jackson, her interview that was on Dear Future Wifey. It was an excellent interview, 3 hours worth every second, just like my videos, worth every second. I received a lot of confirmation. I received a lot of aha moments. I received a lot of content creation points. We left off the last video talking about how this woman's life was literally dissolving in front of our eyes, and we still had the nerve to not show her compassion. Black women, I'm talking to you because y'all the first motherfuckers to tear somebody down. When I go into these comment sections, look, TikTok's the only place I play. I do have profiles other places, but the comments are turned off over there because motherfuckers don't know how to act over there. But y'all seem to get some get right over here on TikTok, so I fucks with y'all. Over there, it's the cesspool, and I don't mess with you. And it's funny how y'all know how to act right over here, but y'all act a motherfucking fool over there. And I'm not saying you acting different from place to place. For some reason, black women don't know how to act on other other platforms. But y'all got your mind right over here. That's what the fuck I'm talking. We are healed and moving forward over here. We are watching videos not to judge what the person is talking about, but to see what they're talking about and what's in it for me, because we are here to grow. We ain't watching this social media stuff just to be entertained. We ain't looking at this social media stuff just to judge. We ain't looking at this social media stuff to be distracted from our life, because if we focus on somebody else's work that they need to do, we ain't got to worry about the work we got to do on ourselves. No, if we hop on this goddamn social media, we are here because this is a nice spot that we could pick all kinds of content that can help us grow. I watched that Danae interview and I grew personally. I don't need to go through what Danae went through. I could learn from her story just from listening to her story and internalizing it. So let's get into it, because initially when I watched her little situation, I was like, damn, this can never stop cheating on you. And I wanted to get into this because she's not the only one. Dealing with a spouse who mistreats you the entire time, came in mistreating you. First of all, based on how she said that she appeared and how he appeared, it seems that, and this is something I believe, I'm just going to speak freely. If I offend you, I apologize. I've bumped up against something. It's time to do some work. And what I may say may come across as closed-minded or ignorant, but this is the world that we live in, so I'm going to express it because someone can relate to it, and it's a true thought and place that people live. So based on the way that she described her appearance and his appearance, I definitely know that Derek Jackson was checking the box when he got her. Something that I noticed when I was younger, and I remember when I first got on TikTok, there was this little girl, and again, I'm a grown woman. I'm a grown woman. She a woman, but I'm a grown woman. There's this little girl on TikTok who was getting so much flack because she was saying that pretty girls get played while ugly girls get married. What's good, John Lonnie Appleton? I'm a healthy family advocate. If that is your type of content, please consider following, commenting, sharing, and reposting videos with your community so that we can grow. And I remember listening to her videos and I saw everybody just getting on her and I was like, but she's telling the truth. See, when I was in my 20s, I realized that men wifed basic. I'm married and a bitch is basic as fuck right now. But what I'm saying is, men, I'm also married at an old age. I married a man. Now, I'm not saying my husband is this way. Who knows? I'm gonna talk this talk. Men, I'll speak for black men, marry when they are old. Marriage is a retirement plan for black men. They will drag you, run you through the dirt until they get older, and they may still drag you and run you through the dirt if you allow. Yes, you allow. Whether y'all agree with it or not, I really don't care, but let's call a thing, because that's what we do over here. Men, I ain't barred in a while. I mean, I've been barring, but I ain't barred in a while. Men will secure and marry what society says is a woman who would be a great wife. A wife ain't nobody gonna fuck with. A good mother, and someone who could take care of them. That's why you see men with basic looking women, largely, and they cheat on her with the bad bitches. It's insecurity. I don't know why they do it. They do it. Let's just go outside and look. You ain't got to argue with me. You ain't got to get in my comment section like, nah. Save that for the other platforms. We don't do that over here. Over here, we hear stuff that bumps up against us, and we do the work to figure out why the hell it's bumping up against us. So from the sounds of it, when Derek ran into Danae, double D's, the DJs, when the DJs came together, he was just trying to, well, actually, when he actually asked her to marry her, he asked her to marry her to secure his children to be in his home with him. So that's how they ended up being married. So if a man is marrying you because you are pregnant with his child, he's marrying you because he cares about securing a home with his child. If he did not marry you before, because I was pregnant when my husband proposed to me, but we were also together for 6 months, not 9 years. So if a man is with you for a prolonged period of time and the trigger for him to marry you is because you're going to leave him or you're going to take his children away from him, he's not marrying you for you. And I'm not saying that's a problem. It is, but I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying he's not marrying you. He's securing you.